I'm gonna walk you through the review for the 2-in-1 selfie stick tripod, which in the description says it's suitable for traveling and it's compact. I want to mention a few things as to why I'm kind of rating it between 3.5 to 4 stars. Really depends on what your use model is and what you're looking for, but there are some things that I personally find not good as a start off to this product. So in the box that comes with this product, you would find a relatively straightforward Bluetooth remote control, which is quite generic. I think you get this very easily. So, and the pairing and stuff like that is not too difficult. And also this has nothing to do with the tripod. So I'm not gonna talk too much about this or at all. It also comes with a GoPro attachment, which I don't have a GoPro, so I can't speak too much about it, but if you need one, this is available. And in terms of the box, as you can see, it's a very straightforward box, nothing unique or interesting. It does have very, very minimal amount of instructions here. If I can just zoom in a little bit for you. So this is all you get to see. It emphasizes a lot about how you're gonna attach the camera to your phone, and then how the whole Bluetooth pairing is. This is all you get in terms of instruction. One would think that setting up a tripod shouldn't be all that difficult, because that was my expectation, but it took me longer than I wanted. The other instruction it came with was a Bluetooth setup. Again, nothing worth mentioning. I did get a few people to try to kind of figure this whole tripod situation out, just in case I'm the only one who has problem using it. But turn out it is pretty much a problem. So let me show you. The tripod comes with just this much of a marking. When you see this mark that says lock and unlock, know that this black piece here is not movable. It's attached. What it's saying is really on the ring side. It took me a while to kind of figure out, like, does this ring actually do anything for the tripod? One is not for the extension of the tripod. You just pull with a relatively good amount of force, because it's not that easy. Takes a few practice. So if you're traveling and stuff and you really need it to come off as an extended arm, you may not want to put it back and then redo this like umpteen times. Not intuitive, but it's there. And then the second thing is figuring out how to open the feet was annoying. So first of all, you kind of have to pry in here. What didn't appear that obvious to me initially was this ring actually refers to the tripod feet per se, not the extension of the arm. So, but when you put it on a resting or a compact mode, this is going to stop you from opening the tripod. So essentially you cannot use this tripod at this height. So you do have to pull the extender out a little bit and then loosen out the ring. Now there is no stopper to this ring. You can go all the way and then it will hang dangling. Again, if you're traveling, this can be very annoying because you have to put it back again and then maybe hold the tripod in your hand or put it back into your backpack, whatever. It's annoying. And then you kind of fit it back again. So the extent of how much you loosen the ring is gonna essentially allow you to open up this tripod. So once this is kind of free up, prying this open is not that difficult. You kind of just pop it open. That's a click, or at least you feel a click. And then you open this up a little bit and you hold your hands on this ring and you push it out. Then it will be okay. But also note that once it is at maximum capacity, you can't move anymore. There is really a lot of space in this ring. So again, I don't know why there's no stopper here. It could have just done that so you know how much you should loosen up, but there's none. And to pull this tripod feet back, don't be stupid like me, where I push the feet. Doesn't work that way. Hold the same spot again and pull it back up. It's a lot easier. So don't make that mistake. And then once it gets here, just press gently and pop it back up. And you can tighten this if you want to. Or you can just leave it where it's supposed to be. And you push it back. Now that's one part of it. Secondly is this is the knob to kind of tighten and loosen this ball. I wish there wasn't one. That's just, I feel like it's unnecessary, but again, it's fairly common. I just wish it wasn't that way, because once it's released, this ball is pretty much just loose as heck. No friction. In the description of the product, it would also say you can actually take your videos or mount your camera for vertical shots. So this is really what it means. The ball system here has a latch, a hinge on one side that allows you to do that. So one thing to note is if you have set up your camera on this side and the lens isn't facing the way that you want it to take a vertical shot, you're gonna have to kind of turn it around again or refixing, which is annoying, especially for phones, because I hate clipping phones. And then on the other side, you just can't do it. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Like, you have quite a good amount of angle. And then as for the phone clip, I think it's pretty straightforward, I would say, sort of. You pull it out and then clip it. One thing I wanted to mention is if you have a larger screen phone, this is a smaller phone. I have a larger phone, which I can't really show you right now. This thing is clipping up. But anyway, so if you were to clip your phone on the tripod, what's going to happen here is it should be flushed to the tripod stand. But because you have to adjust your device, there's a high chance that you might end up pushing your device in an angle, which is common, right? Nothing bothering about it. But if you have a larger phone, it is highly likely that you're going to end up knocking on this screw, which is here. So imagine a larger phone is going to max out this extension, and your phone is going to slide out even easier and faster. So you're going to hit this screw, which you cannot remove because this is intended for the camera. And it's just something to note, because not everyone has a phone case or a phone case that is thick enough to protect the screen or the bumper. So you want to keep this flushed. Okay, so I hope that helps. And then, another thing to mention is once the tripod is fully extended, I think it says 62 inches. It's really nice to have that height. One thing to note is it wobbles. It wobbles quite a fair bit, because the tripod stand at the bottom doesn't give you that much of surface to sit on. So I don't think I'll be very comfortable to put a DSLR for sure. A simple point and shoot, I think, should be fine. A phone should be okay, but just keep in mind that if there's strong wind and stuff like that, this is not gonna feel safe. I have not tested it out. It does feel heavy, so I'm hesitant to say this is travel friendly or compact. It is big. This is my hand. It's twice the size. Hope this helped.
Claro, tengo indeseados ya, pero ¿cómo soy tan bueno? Pero ¿cómo soy tan puto bueno? ¿Cómo es posible? Venga.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the Indy co-op.
Hostia, Monaco 2, tío. El 1, mira que le di veces. Nos vamos muy poco, vamos súper directo, vamos muy poquito, pero espera, muy divertido.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
Money, power, respect. But you know what I want most. I want Monaco. Right, let's go over the plan one last time. Today's heist, like every heist, is another step towards
El planteado de ataque. Hombre, gráficamente ha pegado un saltito, ¿eh? Mónaco. Muy bien, Miteru. Tristemente, lo único que os puedo decir cuando os ponéis un anuncio en mal momento, o 5 minutos de anuncio, es que yo quiero que surgen porque se apetece, coño, no porque... no porque se